What do you think of when you hear the term evaluation? Evaluation may cause feelings of unease and frustration, an impossible task best left to larger organizations with more staff and resources. After all, doesn't it mean more busy work for staff and less time to focus on serving people and doing things that matter? We're here to help make evaluation meaningful and achievable for your organization, and turn it into a valuable superpower. Think of evaluation as a power tool in your toolkit for improving and communicating the awesome work you do. Evaluation is a cycle of learning and improvement that makes your organization stronger. Specifically, program evaluation is verifying, documenting, quantifying, and/or explaining program activities and their effects. At its heart, program evaluation helps us answer questions about a program or service through systemic collection, analysis, and use of data. It overlaps with scientific research, quality improvement, cost analysis, and storytelling. Evaluation is a process that begins at program development and continues through program implementation, and even after a program ends. To get evaluation off the ground within your organization, you must build organizational capacity. This involves getting buy-in from leadership and staff, identifying evaluation champions, enhancing evaluation knowledge and skills through tutorials like the one you are watching right now, and dedicating resources to evaluation. It's important for you to first engage stakeholders, determine the program you would like to evaluate, and identify your evaluation question. Then, you select an evaluation design, collect your data, and complete an analysis of your findings. Lastly, you share those findings with your team and stakeholders, and use the findings to improve programs through continuous quality improvement. And then you're done forever, right? No need to revisit evaluation ever again? Nope, sorry. The process is continuous, but it does get easier every time you do it, and as you grow this capacity within your organization. Now, how do we ensure equitable programs and evaluation? One-size-fits-all programming and treating everyone equally is often not enough. It is important to reflect deeply on the programs you offer and understand that achieving equity often requires a variety of approaches to meet everyone's needs. For example, let's imagine a library with very tall bookcases. You want to help people access this knowledge. Will the same size ladder work for everyone? While equality is providing everyone with the same ladder, equity is providing different methods for people with differing needs to access the books they desire. But more broadly, ensuring equity entails an intentional choice, a concerted effort to include everyone by meeting people's individual needs and circumstances. Within the complexities of your organization and the people you serve, we realize this bookcase example is likely far more simplistic when compared to the reality of the services you provide. However, it is critical to reflect upon identifying and removing barriers to ensure your staff and clients full and equitable access to your programs, and this should extend to your evaluations. For evaluations to be accurate and useful, they need to incorporate diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is important for you to respect the dignity and self-worth of all stakeholders in an evaluation, and make sure you are collecting data in an inclusive, culturally responsive, and ethical way. In evaluation, it's important to think about who you are including, diversity, how you're including them, inclusion, and what strategies you're using to meet different needs and interests, equity. These considerations need to happen at every step along your evaluation pathway. When you design your evaluation, when you collect data, when you analyze data, and when you present data. It may seem daunting at first, so start small. Take these first steps to come up with a human-centered plan that fits your current staffing and stakeholder capacity needs. Thank you to our partners and the many participating organizations that helped make this video possible. For more information, please visit therisepartnership.org.